On the air, on Angels Radio, and on the AM 830 radio.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's warm, it's muggy, it's sunny here in California. What do you expect? It's July, but it's a little different than what we've been accustomed to over the last few trips we have had since we've been out in California. But it is what it is as the Cardinals finish up this road trip against the Los Angeles Angels. Time now for the starting lineups, and they are brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. For the Cardinals, Oliver Marmo's lineup starts off with J.J. Weatherholt. He'll be at second base. Ivan Herrera is the designated hitter, followed by Jordan Walker. Alec Burleson will be at first. Nelson Velasquez gets a start in left field. Mason Wynn will be at shortstop. Jose Fermin, he'll be in center field this afternoon with Blaze Jordan at third, and Pedro Pajes, he will be behind the plate. So it's Weatherholt, Herrera, Walker, Burleson, Velasquez, Wynn, Fermin, Jordan, Pajes for the Cardinals. Kirk Suzuki's the manager for the Angels, and they come into this afternoon's action with a lineup that starts off with Zach Neto. He'll be at shortstop, followed by Mike Trout. Nolan Schanuel will be at first base with Vaughn Grissom at third base. Joe Adell, he's been tough on the Cardinals the last two games. He will be the designated hitter this afternoon as Wade Mackler gets a start in left field. Oswald Peraza, he'll be at second base. Josh Lowe will be in right field. And Tyler Henneman will be behind the plate. So it'll be Neto, Trout, Schanuel, Grissom, Adell, Meckler, Peraza, Lowe, Heineman for the Angels. When we come back, Ricky Horton, he's set to go. He's going to give you the first pitch. You don't want to miss it, along with the other pitches of the afternoon on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
And if you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
One pitch, one out. Mets have him first and third. Little pop towards short. Mason's got it. Rocket to first, and they doubled him up. Bichette wandered too far off first, and Mason Wynn guns him out.
Mason Wynn caught it, threw a bullet to first base to double up Bo Bichette.
How about that?
A 6-3 double play, doubling up the batter Young and Bo Bichette, leaving Soto at third.
It's just as hard to hit homers in this ballpark. There's a drive. I don't care how big the park is. This one is gone. Touch 'em all time. His first major league home run. T.J. Rumfield. First homer of the year for the Rockies. They take a 1-0 lead.
Roof open, roof closed. That would not have mattered. That sounded like a cannon coming off of the bat. Good for him.
We have a different lineup. We have a lineup change since we talked to Ollie. Jimmy Crooks is now going to catch and hit ninth. Pedro Pajes wasn't feeling well this morning and had a little bit of a stomach bug, so they want to make sure he's ready to go down the road. So Jimmy will get the start. So the Cardinals will have 3 left-handers in the lineup this afternoon against a very good left-hand pitcher in Tyler Detmers, or Reed Detmers, and we'll see how things unfold for him because Ricky, when he's on, he's really good.
Yeah, especially if he has his fastball command. That's the word on him, and he's a guy that has kind of a baseball pedigree because his father was a Cardinal minor league pitcher for several years. In fact, during that same time where his father was pitching in the minor leagues, Hunter Dobbins' father was pitching professionally. I actually looked up to see if they might have played against each other, but they were in different leagues, and Hunter's father was more in independent ball. And Chris Detmer pitched for the Cardinals, was drafted by the Cardinals and played 6 years, got all the way up to Memphis Redbirds, but we didn't see him at the big league level. So both these guys have obviously pitching in their genes.
Well, we'll see if it passes on today between these two young men. Although Reed was a top pick coming out of Louisville, 10th pick overall in 2020. You're going to be at the ballpark tomorrow, right?
I'll be there.
Well, we have a 4:15 game. I know it's not on some schedules. It's a makeup game.
I'm there for the happy hour.
Well, I was going to bring that up because the happy hour, we should do the game from the happy hour area.
Pretty
because you can enjoy happy hour prices all game long on beer, hot dogs, nachos, and much, much more for just $5.
Yeah, no, it's a great deal, and
the tickets start at $5.
So it's a unique game because it's again, the rain out, and you're playing it on the Thursday that was going to be an off day. So we understand that a lot of people can't maybe get to that game that had those tickets originally. But so there's going to be good seats available, number one, but these great deals. And, of course, it does start the homestand, and the Cardinals want to start off in style. It still counts, even though it wasn't scheduled. We are going to have the Jordan Walker celebration on Friday night for the Home Run Derby as the Friday, Saturday, Sunday series begins. But this Thursday game against the Diamondbacks, it's a really good opportunity to come out and watch the Cardinals.
Not to mention the fact there are some very good promotional items, giveaways during this homestand as well, and we'll give you a rundown on them as the game goes on. As we're just about set for Cardinal baseball, this first pitch coming up in just a bit is brought to you by Rawlings, the official baseball of Major League Baseball. And for the first pitch of the day, he's going to be better than he was yesterday, folks. He's Ricky Horton.
Well, I'll do my best. That's all I can do, and let's hope the Cardinals do that as well. J.J. Weatherholt will be the first Cardinal to bat, hitting .257, and he has a WAR, a wins above replacement, of 4. And no second baseman in baseball can say that. There's a swing and a miss, strike one, and we're underway. Weatherholt, Herrera, and Walker to bat here in the first inning against the lefty Reed Detmers, who stands 6'2", 225, 27 years of age. He pitched collegiately at Louisville, which has become quite a baseball program. The one-strike pitch is grounded hard to the second baseman. That's handled by Peraza. He throws out his counterpart, and Weatherholt bounces out. The Cardinals have had a real issue with their offense lately as they're trying to not lose their 5th straight game. They have not had a 5-game losing streak yet this year. They've had a couple of 4, and that's where they are right now. But during this latest streak of 14 games, the Cardinals are hitting just .200 and averaging only 3.4 runs per game, and that's not enough.
That's not going to be enough, and one of the guys they have to get going is the guy stepping in the batter's box, Ivan Herrera.
No doubt. A hit yesterday in 4 plate appearances. Struck out 4 times the day before and takes strike one from the lefty Detmers. And these Angels, obviously, they're kind of not at the top of the division and not at the top of the American League charts either, but they've got some pitching for you, especially the 3 starters we've seen in this series.
And they have a pretty good bullpen also.
The wind and the pitch to Herrera. That's inside. 1-1 the count. Their pitching coach is a name we're familiar with, Mike Maddox, former Cardinal pitching coach. And they also have as their assistant hitting coach, and they have a couple of them, but the guy that we care about and know better is John Mabry. Breaking pitch is a
John today. He's in good spirits, likes his ball club. They've had a little problem scoring runs as well. But when you look at them, it's an interesting collection of players. I'm not sure if I'd call them a total team yet, but they have some players that I think some other teams would certainly be interested in.
Swing and a foul back by Herrera. Joe Adell has had a good series, a couple of home runs, and of course Mike Trout, their frontline guy, longtime All-Star. Zach Neto, a good young player. They've got good pieces, no doubt. Jordan Walker will bat next, but it's Herrera at the plate with a 1-2 count, and that's way over the head of the catcher, Heineman, and back to the screen. So Heineman's doing the catching. He was with the Cardinals in spring training about 4 years ago, and he's still playing this game. I noticed his stats today. He's 35 years old, still catching, switch-hitting catcher, 240 career average. He's 35 years old and has 3 years of big league experience.
Man, a lot of bus rides for him.
A lot of perseverance indeed. The 2-2 pitch. You don't get those special mileage things from bus rides, do you?
I don't think so. I don't think that applies.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if you get points in the hotels.
There's no points.
In.
Probably not.
Not in the minor leagues.
No reward system.
No.
They're over there at Greyhound? I guess not. 3-2 pitch is fouled back.
Well, you have to admire his perseverance, though.
100%.
And obviously there are other teams who appreciate his skill set he brings to the ballpark.
Angels in their home whites. The Cardinals their road grays. Reed Detmer, 3-6, throws a curveball. That's hit sharply, and it hits the mound. Takes a funny hop. It's handled at second. He's got all kinds of time to throw out Herrera. That ball was hit so sharply. So 2 ground outs to second is how we start this game. City Garden is an urban sculpture park located in the heart of downtown. It's an oasis of free, interactive art, fountains, 6 rain gardens, and winding paths. Learn more at ExploreSt.Louis.com. So Jordan Walker bats. We'll see if he can feast on left-handed pitching today. 12-game hitting streak for Jaywalk. He got his hit in his last plate appearance here last night. Pitch to him is taken outside. In fact, he scorched one right down the third base line and hit the third base bag. Thought they might have to repair it. He hit
I
it
think
so
they
hard.
did. It had a little dent in it.
Well, he's been denting some seats this year, that's for sure. Next pitch to Jordan Walker is fouled back, and another good rip. He's so close to being on pitches exactly like that. We've seen that swing now several times in this series where he's not quite squared it up, but the swing is timed up right. Only a matter of time for him in my mind. Next pitch to Walker is inside, and that almost hit him. Backed him off the plate. Walker wears number 18. 22 big flies, 76 RBI, still leads the National League. And he's hitting .292. Also stealing more bases lately, has 14 of those. That also leads the Cardinals. Next pitch is hit hard and foul past Pop Warner.
He may have broke his bat on that one.
Yep, but we don't plant a tree for that, do we? Only when Cardinal pitchers make that happen. And let's hope that Hunter Dobbins does just that. Calms down this Angels lineup a little bit, although the Angels lineup, they didn't produce much after that first inning yesterday against Matthew Liberatore. A 5-run inning. They've only scored in 3 different innings of the 2 games that we've had, and yet they've won both games. What does that tell you?
Timing is everything for them.
It sure is. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Walk asked for time. He'll try to keep it going for Alec Burleson. Burleson had a good day yesterday. 3 knocks. He's back up to 282. Detmers takes his time. The 2-2 pitch to Walker is inside, 3-2. And that's the key for him, spotting that fastball. As we mentioned, missed there, so now he's got to come over the plate. Is this a go pitch for Walker? The wind and the pitch, the 3-2 delivery is fouled off. Detmers does not walk a lot of batters. This is start number 21 for him. And he's been pretty durable, too, as he's thrown 114 innings, only 35 walks and 130 strikeouts.
That's the one thing that stood out for me is 130 strikeouts.
Curveball is a grounded foul. Jordan kept his hands back on that, grounded it on one hop into the Angels' dugout. People went scurrying.
This is a ballpark where no matter where you sit, you better pay attention.
Pay
Even
attention.
The broadcasters
I'm paying attention. Trying to. 3-2 pitch to Walker is right down the middle. Strike three. He was looking for something else, and he got caught guessing incorrectly, and the Cardinals go 1-2-3, and we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Cardinals nothing, and the Angels coming to bat.
When allergies hit,
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits two defenders and makes a great grab.
The kick is good, right through the flying uprights.
Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch?
Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady and the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base.
Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake.
Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play.
Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena! Superman catch! What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it!
Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon. How about that?
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Stacy Stitt with Country Financial in St. Louis is proud to support the St. Louis Cardinals and local community. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, Country takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs. They explain what options work best for you, making insurance easy. Search Stacy Stitt, Country Financial, to get a quote or book an appointment today.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Zach Neto leads off the bottom of the first inning, and he calls his timeout already because he wasn't ready to bat. Yeah, not sure how that happens, but
yeah, I was going to ask you. You're the leadoff man of the game.
I don't think they told him. He didn't hear the lineup. Maybe didn't know. There's a ground ball foul. Well, we know that Herrera does that a lot too. So some guys are just kind of last minute about stuff, and he was last minute on the bases yesterday, and didn't go to second on a ball that should have been a wild pitch because he was fixing his gloves. Isn't that crazy? I don't think I've seen that in years, maybe ever.
You know, he kind of reminds me of Brendan.
Yeah. Yep. Brendan Ryan?
Brendan Ryan. Although Brendan Ryan, I think, when you talk about best fielding shortstops in the last 40 years.
Well, he played out here, didn't he? Play for?
I believe he did.
He played for the Angels for a year.
It's him, Ozzie, and then because we have another strikeout.
And that was a sweeper from Hunter Dobbins, and he got him on 3 pitches. That was nasty. And Neto strikes out for the 140th time. Dobbins making his 4th start for the Cardinals. He's been in a couple of games in the relief role as well. Last time we saw him as a starter, he went 5 innings giving up 3 runs, and that was in a loss to the Brewers. There's another sweeper, inside ball 1 to Mike Trout.
I have to expand that to 4. Ozzie, Edgar Renteria, Brendan Ryan, Mason Wynn.
Really good players, every one of them. There's a strike on the outside corner. Brendan Ryan, a big hit at Cardinal Fantasy Camp. Everybody wants to hear the story about him and Chris Carpenter, and he shares it. The 1-1 pitch is outside to Trout.
Chris kind of tells it in a little bit more of an aggressive manner.
Brendan's always afraid to talk about it. He's looking over his shoulder as if Chris is standing
there. He's going to walk in the room.
The 2-1 delivery to Mike Trout, who does have 18 big flies, and he swings through a pitch. And it's 2-2 on Trout with Nolan Shawnuel due up next. He's been red hot, so Trout has become more of an on-base guy, really. 12-time All-Star. Walks a lot. Still has the occasional pop, but hitting .233 only. 3-time MVP. That's how good he's been. The 2-2 pitch is grounded up the middle, but it's Mason Wynn moving to his left. He's got it and throws out Trout. And a good start for Hunter Dobbins as he's gotten his first 2 men. If you're a Cardinals fan, You know there's nothing like baseball in St. Louis, and nothing beats 60-cent sippers at On the Run the day after the Cardinals score 6. Remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get back to those days again.
I'd like to have
scoring 6.
Day. Maybe a few of them this weekend.
So it is Sean O'Ell who bats from the left side. They've got 4 left-handed batters in their lineup, and he takes strike 1. Well, I know there's some folks listening in that are just assuming the Cardinals not get all of those runs against Reed Detmers because he is from the Southern Illinois area.
And now lives in what, Chatham?
Chatham, which is just south of Springfield. But kind of the closest affiliates there would probably be Springfield, Litchfield, swinging a foul to the left from where he was born, and again a first-round pick.
As a matter of fact, they're listening in on WTAX today.
There you go.
In Springfield.
And they remember, I'm sure, his dad is a Cardinal player. His father, Chris, 6 years in the minor leagues, as I mentioned. And Reed Detmers grew up a Cardinals fan, too. But it's Sean O'Ell at the plate now against Dobbins. The pitch to him is grounded towards second. He got jammed big time. I don't think he broke his bat, but it's Dobbins who has to cover as Burley misread that and went to go catch it. And it's a good thing Dobbins was ready and able to get to that bag in front of Sean O'Ell. So 1-2-3 inning. We go.
On the ground and backing up. Bichette. He will two-hop it over, and he is able to get Bohm. Looks at the wall. It's gone. Into the trees for the 9-hole hitter, Francisco Alvarez.
Strike 3 called inside corner to end the inning. Christian Scott has struck out 7 Phillies through 5 scoreless innings. Beatty swings and drives one right field to the wall. He'll turn and watch it fly. Brett Beatty, a solo home run, gives the Mets a 2-0 lead. To left, Marsh going back, it's over his head. He turns and it's gone. It's snuck over the railing and left. Francisco Alvarez with his 2nd home run of the game. The Mets have clipped Nola twice in the inning.
Off the bat of Trey Turner, deep to left field, and that ball is gone. Home run for Trey Turner, number 11 on the year.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt for Devin Williams. His 14th save this season and the 100th save of his major league career.
Alec Burleson leads off the top of the 2nd inning. Scoreless game. Reed Detmers back to work. Swing and a line drive to right field, and that's going to carry to the right fielder low, and it was almost over his head. He started to come in for it, and then the ball started taking off a little bit more and got some air under the wings and started to fly over his head. But a line out to right, out number 1, and Nelson Velasquez will bat. He needs to get going. He's been a guy that's been dangerous, but not lately.
No, he has not been as hot as he was when he first was called up, and now he's just a guy that he swings early, although he didn't swing that time.
He takes that pitch outside, ball 1. Velasquez still has an OPS of 780, so he's dangerous, but he's been striking out more lately. The 1-0 pitch is fouled off to the right and out of play. I do notice when guys strike out a lot, they end up swinging at more first pitches.
Yes.
Because they realize that they're not doing well with 2 strikes and they don't want to get there.
So his success, he's hit 4 home runs, all of them against left-handed pitching.
Curveball is grounded towards third. That's handled by Grissom. His throw is on the money, and Velasquez hustling all the way, almost beat that out. Grissom took his time and got his man. Mason Wynn will bat on Wednesday, July 29th. It's Marvel Superhero Night. Fans with a theme ticket will take home an exclusive Cardinals-themed Spider-Man bobblehead. Tickets and Details at cardinals.com/theme. When I heard it was superhero night, I thought there was going to be a Mike Claiborne bobblehead, but it's Superman.
You know, that's never happened. I'm ready.
You're ready for it? Well, you're our Superman.
I'm not sure I'm scared. I've seen some of those bobbleheads, and I remember the one they had at Al Rabowski. He looked like Robert Goulet.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
Well, yeah. Obviously, Goulet must have thought a lot of it.
Yeah, there's a
picture.
picture.
Take a look at that Spider-Man thing. I want to see what that.
It looks like Spider-Man to me.
But I want to see what the Cardinal theme is on the thing.
The 1-0 pitch coming up to Mason Wynn, and a curveball and a beauty.
Very good curveball.
And that's what we heard about him is he'll mix that curveball in to get strikes, and he does it a lot. And sometimes it's first pitch, get me over curveball. Other times it's to steal a strike, and he just did it there. You can throw a curveball when you're behind in the count. That's big. 1-1 pitch is tap foul. That was the slider. And the curveball and the slider, by the way, in his last 10 starts, the curveball and the slider both combined, opponent's batting average just 120 against Detmer. So he's got those two breaking balls working very well.
And so if you mix a good fastball with movement, and he does have a good one, that's probably one of the reasons why he was so effective.
Just missed with a fastball high, 2-2.
We talked about that so much, spotting the fastball, and everything else plays off of that.
It does. That's where you've got to start. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Mason Wynn. That pitch is high. If you don't throw the fastball 4 strikes often enough, your other pitches become much more hittable. They don't have to worry about your fastball. They don't have to worry about hitting it because you're not throwing it over the plate. So you start looking off speed, then you can hit those. 3-2 pitch coming up, and it's a swing and a miss. Got him with a slider down and in, and that's 2 strikeouts for Detmers. He's 6 up, 6 down. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Cardinals nothing.
Baker gathers it in, and the AL in a shutout. The American League has now claimed 11 of the last 13 All-Star games.
Vargas sends one deep to left, and no doubt about it, Vargas' second deck bomb.
His father was an absolute stud in Cuba, and now he just homered in the All-Star game.
Paez grounds one towards the middle. Backhand stab by Clement. Heaves a throw and gets him. Wow. Ernie Clement, who's known more for his bat, shows off the glove right here, John. What a play. And the American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star game in 13 years. Tough night for the National League hitters. That's the 15th strikeout. 2-run single, Cody Bellinger. And the American League gets to Sanchez here in the first.
Cody Bellinger, the Ted Williams MVP. There you go, Cody. Congrats. Enjoy it.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time, because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, count on Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. If you're in St. Louis County, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Michael Gardner will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Good solid fastball in at 94 from Hunter Dobbins. Catches the knees, and it's strike 1 on Vaughn Grissom leading off the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch to him is hit hard, but foul. Just barely foul. Right at the feet of the third base umpire, Mark Ripperger, who had to jump out of the way and look down at the same time. And he called it foul. And I think he got the right call on that. It was past the third base bag, so it is reviewable. But the Angels think he got it right. I know his heart rate is up a little bit right now.
Just a little bit.
And an 0-2 count on Vaughn Grissom. Next delivery to him is a swing and a miss. And Dobbins looks pretty solid here in the early going. 4 up, 4 down. And before Joe Adele bats. Let's pause for station ID. You and your friends are listening to the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Fastball, strike one. That was at 97 from Hunter Dobbins. Right down the middle, strike one to Adele, who homered in game one. He homered in game two. He has 15 now, so he's feeling it. He's right up on the plate. The one-strike pitch is outside, 1-1. That was a slider. Dobbins will mix that slider, sweeper. As Claves mentioned, four-seamer, sinker. Kind of got the whole...
I haven't seen 97, though, from him before.
Next delivery is a swing and a foul back. He's kind of sneaky.
Yeah.
What I like about his delivery, and I wouldn't like if I was trying to hit against him, is that he starts really slow and smooth, and then it's just fast twitch, pow, right after you. It's like nice and easy, goes into the motion, and then slings it. There's a pitch that's swung on and missed. He got him with the sweeper, and that's 3 strikeouts to the first 5 batters. So really good start for Hunter Dobbins, who's never faced the Angels before. Detmers hasn't beaten the Cardinals before. Pitched against them 3 different times, 1 start, 2 in relief, and has a 5.14 ERA. So it's Wade Meckler to bat, and in on the grass at third is Blaze Jordan. They think he might bunt, but he's taken that pitch, and it's outside, ball 1. Meckler having a good season, hitting .302. We've seen him once in this series, pinch hitting role. Next pitch to him is hit right through the box, right past Dobbins into center field. That ball was smoked, and I'm glad that Dobbins was able to get out of the way. 2-out single for Meckler, who runs well. We'll see if he wants to take off here against Jimmy Crook. So it is not Pedro Pajes doing the catching, as Mike told you just before we went on. He was originally in the lineup, but had a little bit of a stomach flu or a virus or something today and is not making the start. Doesn't mean he's not available. Catching a tough thing to do when you don't feel well. So it is Crooks behind the plate, and he frames a strike on Oswald Peraza, the second baseman.
You mentioned Meckler. He's stolen 3 bases, and with Crooks yet to throw a runner out, wouldn't be a bad idea.
Another sweeper, that's low. Well, the thing about Crooks not throwing a runner out is he does have the arm to do it. I mean, his arm's really good. It's just hasn't worked yet. Some of those might have been stealing off the pitcher. Long hold by Dobbins, and the pitch is fouled off to the right. Another sweeper. He's heavy on the sweepers. Yeah, sometimes you blame the pitcher. Sometimes you blame sometimes you just blame the fact that the guy's fast.
He's really good. He got a good jump. You know, one of those situations where we see a lot of runners who fake the run and then they hop up in the air and just try and distract the catcher. There he goes.
There's a ground ball right side, a hit and run, and it worked into right field. And on to third base is Meckler. And the Angels, with that base hit the other way, have runners at first and third, 2 2-out singles. And it's the veteran Josh Lowe to bat, who's going to bat from the left side. That could not have been done any better.
No.
It would have been a good pitch to throw, and such a late swing by Peraza that Weatherholt was cheating towards the second base bag. I don't know that he catches that ground ball anyway, but he was cheating towards the bag. They might have had a chance had he swung and missed at that. So Peraza runs too. Maybe he'll take off. He fakes a ground ball and is caught by Burleson on the backhand. That was headed towards the right field corner if he doesn't make that play, but he does, so no need to worry. 2 are stranded for the Angels. We'll go to the
MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville, that's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
Visit cardinals.com/spectrum to learn more. Spectrum Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial lines. No purchase necessary. Open to all legal U.S. residents age 18 and older.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jose Fermin leads things off for the Cardinals as we go to the top of the third. The first pitch he sees is a breaking ball for a called strike. Jose hitting .260 on the season. He's hit 4 home runs. He's driven in 20 so far, and he's played multiple positions for the Cardinals, 7 to be exact. He waits on the next pitch, another breaking ball, another called strike.
I think we're going to have a Jose Fermin matchup before the afternoon is over.
I'm going to root for the guy in the red. Well, I can't root for him in the red cap. They both are wearing red. I'm going to work
the Cardinal red.
There you go. Another pitch, and that's inside for a ball. We had that. Did we have that matchup Monday?
No, it never happened. I believe we may have had it last year. It sounds familiar to me.
Jose on the road trip, 4 for 11 so far. Jose. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss as he chased the pitch high in the zone, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
In a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment.
You
Jose
crack them open for $5 tomorrow.
For $5 tomorrow. That's right. Jose telling me that his mother is from the same hometown as the other Jose Fermin, but they didn't really know each other. But interesting.
And that brings in Blaze Jordan. He sees the first pitch called strike. Blaze getting some playing time on the road trip, and his defense has been stellar. Balanced stance in the box. He waits on the next pitch from Detmers. It's on the way, and he lines one in the right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
We heard a lot about the home run power and potential of Blaze Jordan. I'm not seeing that. But I don't care. Hey, he's got a short stroke, and I feel like he's a hitter first.
He's a contact guy for sure.
I think the power might come once he gets more comfortable and figures out, how to kind of plan for that in certain situations or look for pitches. But I think the ability to hit like that, to me, is impressive.
Jimmy Crook stands in. He was a late-minute addition to the lineup. First pitch he sees is a called strike on the road trip. Jimmy is 2 for 7. He has a home run, and it was a long home run. He's driven in a run on that solo shot. He bats from the left side. Jordan has a lead from first, not too far. Here's the pitch. Line drive foul down the right field line. Jimmy out in front on that one just a bit. Edward Jones Financial Advisors are there for the moments that matter. Let them help you find your rich and build a game plan to get you there. EdwardJones.com, member SIPC. So Crooks, 0-2 is the count. Another pitch on the way, and he pops this one in the left field. The left fielder is Meckler. He's under it, and he makes the one-handed catch for the second out. Jimmy going the other way, got under it just a bit. Now to bring the top of the order, that's J.J. Weatherholt. J.J. grounded out to second his first time up. And on the road trip, JJ is 2 for 22 with a home run. Detmer's first pitch is a breaking ball, just a bit high. Detmers is not afraid to start off these hitters. He has a really good curveball, nice changeup, and a good heater to go with it. As Blaze Jordan gets about a half step further off the bag, Detmers checks him, now comes to the plate. JJ fouls one off to the left of our broadcast position. So he finds himself with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. No score, top of the third here in Anaheim as the Cardinals finish up their road trip against the Los Angeles Angels. Detmer's next pitch high for a ball. Ivan Herrera would like to hit in this inning. He's on deck. Cardinals are home for a pretty good homestand. You have the Arizona Diamondbacks for one. Cincinnati Reds are in town for the weekend, and then the Chicago Cubs roll in before the Cardinals go back on the road. Another pitch to JJ is high for a ball, so now he's run the count to 3-1. Cincinnati's pitching a little bit better. Chicago Cubs are the Cubs. And we have the makeup game with Arizona and a lot of neat giveaways, too. You can go online and check out some of the promotions that are taking place as JJ fouls one straight back. And I can guarantee you're going to find something to your liking. Some really nice items out there. Good tickets are available. You just go on to Cardinals.com and you can find out just about anything you want when it comes to the Cardinals. They do a really nice job updating things online. Runner going, swing, and JJ pops one down the left field line. The left fielder is Wade Mackler. He's fighting the sun. He makes the catch for the out. The Cardinals strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the third. Still no score.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
A sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
Bottom of the third we go, and Tyler Heineman leads things off for the Angels. He's a switch hitter and sees the first pitch called strike. Heineman started the season with the Toronto Blue Jays, and on June 17th, the Angels said we'd like to have him, so they made a trade for him for cash considerations. So he's only played 9 games for the Angels, and he turns on a pitch, and it goes just foul down the right field line. Good play by the ball person. Played it off the wall. Heineman has been around for a while. As Ricky mentioned, he was in the Cardinal spring training camp a few years ago. Didn't make the ball club, but he has been around. 35 years old. He waits on another pitch, and he's outside for a ball. He's a switch hitter. You can find a good switch hitting catcher. That's always a plus. And St. Louis had one of the greatest, if not the greatest, switch hitting catcher in Ted Simmons. There's a fly ball in the center field. Here comes Fermin. He's there, and he makes the one-handed catch. That's the first out. We go back to the top of the order, and that is Zach Neto. Neto struck out for the 140th time. He leads the American League in strikeouts. He makes his way to the plate. Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power, connect, and maintain your operations. Yes, Graybar does that. So Neto stands in against Hunter Dobbins on line drive down the third baseline, and Neto will round first. He'll go into second standing up with a one-out double. He waited for the first pitch and didn't miss. So the Angels have their first runner in scoring position for Mike Trout. Mike Trout, considered the best player on this team, but one of the things Mike Trout has had trouble with this season is driving runners in when they're in scoring position. He is 11 for 57. And for you people who are not as smart as Ricky Horton, who can do the math in their head, he's hitting 193. Let's see what Hunter Dobbins has for Mike Trout. He comes to the plate. First pitch is inside for a ball. On the season, Trout's hit 18 home runs. He's driven in 39. Big, strong right-handed hitter, holds the bat high over his shoulder. As Dobbins checks the runner at second, inside, and they hit him. It hit Mike Trout on the elbow, as that one got away from Dobbins. So now the runners at first and second with one out. Dobbins trying to stay inside on Trout, and he just ran it in just a little too much. So that may have hit Trout here right between the elbow and the rib. He's okay. Trainers didn't come out and check on him. So Nolan Shonowell stands in. Shonowell's had a pretty good series against the Cardinals. He has 6 home runs. He's driven in 35 so far. Left-handed hitting first baseman stands in. Dobbins' first pitch, and it's a called strike right down the middle. Angels trying to get something going here in the bottom of the third. We have no score as Dobbins pitching from the stretch. Pauses, now pitches. Good breaking ball, but just missed on the inside corner. Nice afternoon crowd. Most of them trying to find shade as the sun is not a friend today. It is beaming. Another one on the way from Dobbins. Inside once again. Give Dobbins credit. He doesn't have too many of them in the middle of the plate so far. We've seen that already this week.
That was really the problem with Matthew Liberatore's first inning yesterday.
So a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And here's the next one. Outside for a ball. So Dobbins is in danger of loading the bases here in the third inning. Runners at first and second. Neto at first. Trout at first. Neto at second. Neto gets a nice lead. Here's the pitch. There's a 5-all. It's going to be right on the infield. Now it's in foul territory. Infield fly rules in place, so the runner's out. So they're now 2 down. As Alec Burleson was able to field that pitch. And that brings in Vaughn Grissom. Grissom was a strikeout victim his first time up. Dobbins has 3 on the day so far.
I have to remember to ask Stubby if the umpires still say, they used to say it loudly, and we can't hear umpires often from up here. They used to say infield fly if fair. They used to say that because it can't be an infield fly if foul, because if they drop it in foul territory, it's not an out.
Exactly.
It's just a strike. So it's infield fly if fair was always the line, but maybe they just assume that now.
Well, they don't yell as loud.
Could be.
We can't hear them.
Or I can't hear as well. All those things are possible.
We don't hear or see as well as we used to, and we don't run as fast as we used to.
No, it's okay.
There's a lot of things we don't do as well as we used to.
Let's see, who used to say that? I think this was a Bruce Sutter line. We had our chance to do all those
and we
things.
took advantage of it.
Exactly.
We feel good about the things we attempted.
It's life.
There's a pitch inside corner called strike. So it's two balls, one strike, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the third, still no score. Runners at first and second.
That was a big get right there with Shonowell popping up a 3-1 pitch. He's dangerous.
As Vaughn Grissom, who can be dangerous as well, hits one down the left field line, but it is curving way foul.
That might be a home run in cricket.
Yes. It's a good thing we're not playing cricket today. Have you ever watched a live cricket match?
I've seen it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was in Bermuda once.
I wasn't quite sure what was going on.
Said, this is a whole lot for me to try and figure out. Vaughn Grissom waits on the next pitch, swing and a miss, and down on strikes he goes. So Hunter Dobbins pitches out of a mini jam. As the Angels strand 2, we go to the top of the 4th inning where we still have no score.
We have a simple formula at Shell.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
A premium tile or historic slate. Whatever your roof needs, we deliver it with white glove service every time. Visit 3mg.com to learn more.
Ivan Herrera leads things off for the Cardinals as we go to the top of the 4th. The first pitch he sees is a called strike. Ivan grounded out his first time up to second base. On the road trip, he's just 4 for 24. As he sees another pitch is high for a ball. Still ranks in the top 10 in on base percentage in baseball. As he waits for another pitch from Reed Detmers. Ooh, late swing, awkward swing from Herrera, so he finds himself with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. I'm not sure what he was. Yeah, almost looked like he was feeling.
We've seen him do that before. It's like he already knows it's a strike he was had, so he just kind of swings literally when the ball's in the catcher's glove, just way late.
Another one on the way to Ivan, swing and a miss, and that was a pitch way out of the zone, a 4-seam fastball that Ivan chased, and he goes down on strikes. And for Detmers, that's his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. And here comes Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker was his first strikeout victim in the first inning.
Claibs, if the Cardinals are going to go on a bit of a tear of some sort, whatever it is, winning 7 out of 10 would be nice, something like that.
Walker fouls the first pitch off toward the bat boy for the Angels.
Obviously, they've been in a funk the last 8 to 10 days, but if they were going to go on a streak, the only way to do that is the top 4 guys have to all hit. The Weatherholt, Herrera, Walker, Burleson, when they're winning, that's what's happening. Those guys are all locked in.
Good pitch, a good slider from Detmers, and Walker chase, so he's in the hole 0-2.
It's the strength of the offense.
And I really think you have to extend the lineup a little bit more than 4. Those guys, yes, you have to.
Yeah.
But that bottom of the order, you can't give away that many outs in a ball game.
But if the bottom of the order is hitting and the top isn't, you're not going to win either. I mean, I just think these guys have to drive that.
Yes.
And yes, you want both. I agree. But if the top of the order is not hitting, that's where the pop is. That's where the thump is.
There's a pitch that's in the dirt. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, your home run potential. Weatherholt has hit 14. Herrera's hit 11. He can hit more than that. We know he can. Walker, Burleson. That's where you're going to get the 3-run homers, the bases clearing doubles from those guys.
Next pitch from Detmers is on the way, and Walker fouls this one to the right, almost clips.
JR, that was right over JR's head.
Yeah.
Who is the stage manager on the TV side for the visiting TV. He's from St. Louis, and he's sitting right next to Mark Sweeney.
I didn't see Sweendog going.
Well, he was underneath the table, I think, and
as Walker sees the pitch in the dirt.
JR's wearing a hat, and he's got his of course, his headgear on there, and he almost wasn't paying attention enough and had to duck at the last minute. Everything went flying, but thankfully he's okay, and they got the baseball.
And apparently Chip and Sweendog are okay, too, as Jordan grounds one to the shortstop. That's Neto. He's up. He's over. He's out.
And that's John Reynolds, who I think he grew up in Webster Groves. He's been a long time.
Or is he a North County kid? He might be.
He might be.
I think he's a North County guy.
Maybe. But
hey, don't forget on July 28th, it is Mental Health Awareness Night presented by NAMI St. Louis. Fans with a special theme ticket will take home a Cardinals Mental Health Awareness t-shirt. For more details, check out cardinals.com/theme. And that brings in Alec Burleson. Burleson stands in. Burley, his first time up, popped out to the right fielder. First pitch Burley sees is a ball. He steps out for a second. Now he's back in the box as Detmer straddles the rubber, goes into his windup, and here's his next pitch. It's on the way. Breaking ball, a good one that Burley swung over the top of, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Is everything okay down in the TV booth? I mean,
I think they're okay. They're still talking about it.
I mean, you have an accomplished professional baseball player in Mark Sweeney, and then to create balance, you have Chip Carey. So I'm not sure. Call down there and see if they're okay.
Well, I'm looking at them right now. They seem to be smiling, so I'm going to say they're okay.
Heart rate's back down to a normal, acceptable level.
I'm guessing there's some teasing going on.
Another one on the way. That one's in the dirt to Burleson. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Mentioned JR, John Reynolds, who grew up in St. Louis. He came out as a young man and wanted to get involved in the L.A. scene as a young guy and stayed here and got involved in baseball. And he's been a long time stage guy for both the Dodgers and the Angels. And we've seen him for 30 years.
One of the good people we look forward to seeing when we come out to the coast.
Good man.
As Burleson with a 2 ball, 2 strike count, pitch on the way. There's a ground ball backhanded by Shonwell. He makes a good stab to the pitcher for the out. 3-1 is how you scored. A good backhanded play by the first baseman for the Angels to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals.
They're loaded now for Langoliers.
2 grand slams in his career. Crack to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go. And Langoliers has a grand slam. Shea's 3rd home run of the series is a grand slam. And they have blown this game wide open.
And in grand fashion. Shea Langoliers can do no wrong right now.
Deep left center. Kittle turning around. Goodbye, home run. No, it hit the roof. It hit the roof and came back outside the park. Home run. No, they're going to hold him. They can't. He went through the sign. Fisk has got him. There's one for the books.
Championship rings from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
We go to the bottom of the fourth. Joe Adell stands in. The first pitch he sees, he swings and misses. Joe Adell has had some sort of series against the Cardinals. He's 4 for 8. Swings again at another pitch. 2 home runs to be included there. He's driven in 4. But he's in the hole, 0-2. Now he calls timeout.
Sweeper has been really good for Dobbins, and the breaking ball has been really good for Detmer. I mean, both his slider and his curveball for Detmer, and I think both guys just have it working.
Adell waits on the next pitch, swings, and his bat comes out of his hand, and he's out on strikes as the bat comes back and hits the netting near the Angel dugout.
Well, we can't plant a tree with that. Well, they almost threw us a bat. We could give a whole bat. Plant a bat. He about threw that in the stands.
If we planted a bat, what do you think? What do you think would grow?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure somebody could tell us. As Wade Meckler stands, he waits from the area. He's a hometown product. First pitch he sees is low for a ball. He bats from the left side. Pretty interesting mustache he has on the scoreboard. I don't know if I could grow one like that. There's a pitch inside for a ball. Wade Meckler. We saw him early in the series. Now he gets a start this afternoon playing left field. He already has 1 single this afternoon. There's another pitch outside for a ball. We have a nice crowd, but most of the crowd's smart enough to sit in the shaded area.
Yeah, they're hiding.
The tarps off crew is a little light as we speak. That has been the talk of our broadcast the last 2 days as Meckler sees a pitch right down the middle for a called strike.
And we would prefer that the talk of our broadcast be and another run scores for the Cardinals and another run and another, and the line's moving. It just hasn't been the case.
Well, we have time.
We do.
As Meckler waits and he lines one in the right field for another hit. So Wade Meckler 2 for 2 on the afternoon. We owe you a station break. Let's give it to you now, especially for our friends listening in Springfield on WTAX on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Oswald Peraza stands in. He bats from the right side. First pitch, he offers a bunt, misses for strike 1. Meckler, Wade Meckler, has stolen 3 bases. It has not been caught yet.
And that's the kind of thing that could be a big play in a game like this where runs are hard to come by.
Blaze Jordan is even with the bag at third, and Peraza pops this one up in the short left field. The left fielder is there, and he makes the catch. That is Nelson Velasquez.
Well, you had 2 inexperienced outfielders
kind of looking at each other for a second.
You've got Velasquez in left, and you got Fermin, who's actually done a nice job wherever he plays, but that's kind of not his forte. But they at least were communicating there.
From finance to the field, the Stiefel patches on every Cardinal jersey represents more than a logo. It's a symbol of strength, strategy, and success. From investment banking to wealth management, Stiefel, where success meets success. First pitch to Josh Lowe is a called strike. Lowe bats from the left side. Runner at first, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 4th, no score. Angels have 4 hits. Redbirds have 1 so far. Another pitch to Lowe. He just misses on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lowe has hit 8 home runs so far. Hit 22. He's driven in 22. But they're glad that he's moved on because he had a Lau and a Lowe. on one team. Now throw over to first. It gets away from Burleson, but the runner does not advance. He didn't pick it up. And Adam Eaton, the first base coach, was moving away so nobody could let Meckler know.
Burley wasn't sure at first where that ball was, and neither was the runner. And unfortunate for the Angels that he didn't take off right away. He'd have been able to get there, no doubt. But Burley quickly recovered, and it was over by the Cardinals' dugout, maybe 20 feet away from him, and he ran it down quickly.
So a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Pitch on the way, runner going there. There's a line drive in the right field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. The runner will go from first to third. So once again, the Angels threaten with runners at first and third, this time with 2 out.
Decent jump by Meckler, and if that ball would have been hit in the gap instead of right at Jordan Walker, it would be 1-0. That's the thing about sending a runner. If you get the hit, it's almost like you don't need the double. You just need the long single.
So that brings up Tyler Heineman. Heineman flew to center his first time up. Now, with runners in scoring position with 2 out, he's only had 9 at-bats. He's 1 for 9 so far this season. He's batting from the left side as he is a switch hitter. First pitch is a called strike as Hunter Dobbins. I like the way Hunter Dobbins, he goes after guys. He
does.
He has no problem throwing inside.
Have we had a pitch challenge yet?
We have not.
It feels like the umpire is doing a nice job behind home plate.
Well, when you have to ask, I think that tells you all you need to know.
Yep.
Another pitch on the way, and there's a line drive foul down the right field line.
But what it also tells you is that pitchers are commanding the strike zone. And when you're throwing strikes, you know, you get in the habit of throwing strikes, then guys get in the habit of trying to swing the bat, and then you don't have guys looking for walks, a lot of close calls. It's
makes
a different
for a quicker game.
It's a better game.
Yeah,
It's a crisper game.
Everybody's on their toes. So a 2-strike count. The Heineman, the pitch is on the way, and he check swings it, and he fouls it.
I think
left.
I think when we say that, sometimes people misunderstand. We're not just trying to have a fast game. It's not just that. You want a crisp game, and I'm not saying I want it to be a soccer match either. It doesn't have to be 1-0 every day. I mean, it could be 8-6, but you just want it to be played crisply.
Not a lot of picking and kicking dirt and
all that.
Long counts in the order. Check swing. Did he go?
I think
They say no.
I would have said yes.
Well, if they need a second opinion, you'll be the guy.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath.
So it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Runners at the corners, 2 out. We are in the bottom of the 4th, no score. As Hunter Dobbins is about to throw a 61st pitch. Checks the runner at third. Now comes to the plate. There's a pop-up. It's in foul territory. Here comes Blaze Jordan. Does he have room? Yes! Good play by Blaze Jordan as he reached into the dugout of the Angels to record the final out. That's a heck of a play by Blaze Jordan. We've talked about his defense a lot during this series, and he...
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so I would wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. Both pitchers have been outstanding. Hunter Dobbins on the Cardinals side and Reed Detmers for the Angels. Detmers has thrown 58 pitches through 4 innings, and Dobbins just 61, so both guys are on a good pace here as we open the 5th inning of a scoreless game. Detmers has had both the slider and the curveball working, and that fastball is outside for a ball, and that was a close call there.
Go back to that play, the end of the inning. Boy, I'll tell you something. Blaze Jordan, right spot, right time.
Nice to have a ballpark where you have some foul territory, too.
There's a lot of it.
Realize how much that helps out pitchers. There's a pitch inside, 2-0 on Nelson Velasquez. Will be followed by Wynn, then Fermin here in the Cardinals' 5th. And interesting about that play, he had to reach into their dugout, and he had to reach around an Angels player. I think it may have been Jorge Soler. Not sure who was standing there on the top step of the dugout as that pitch is a strike to Velasquez. He thought about challenging. And so he reached around him and somehow caught it next to his head. And as he left, and the Angels turned to his teammates and said, I could see what he was saying. I should have elbowed him. I should have pushed him. But I guess you can't really do that either. Curveball's outside. That wouldn't be a cool thing to do.
Velasquez on the called strike tried to appeal after he had a conversation with the umpire. He tapped his helmet. He was like, "What are you doing, man? It's 8 seconds ago."
Yep, too late. The 3-1 pitch is coming in, and that is outside ball 4. So he gets his walk anyway, and that is the first walk of the game. And that could be significant. A leadoff walk typically hurts you. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be
disseminated
without the express written consent of the St. Louis
Cardinals.
Brought to you
by Brown and Crouppen,
a great
law
firm. So it is Mason Wynn at the plate, struck out his first time, hitting room on the right side, and that pitch is inside ball 1. So a leadoff walk, a rare one, and now a 1-0 count. Velasquez, not really a threat to run here, has a short lead. The 1-0 pitch to Mason Wynn is taken high, 2-0. Plate jumping around here as Heineman takes his time, throwing the ball back to his lefty, Detmers, who has 3 punch-outs and the 1 walk.
Good patience by Mason here. He went in on him, then he tried to go away. Sometimes Mason would chase that pitch, but he laid off.
He takes that pitch right down central, 2-1. Well, the base hit for the Cardinals, they only have one, was Blaze Jordan, a single the other way in the 3rd inning. So we don't have to worry about Reed Detmers throwing another no-hitter, which he has done.
He has good stuff. I don't think anyone disputes that.
Next pitch is a curveball, and that's high, and that's the pitch that's been money for him.
Almost looked like it slipped out of his hand.
Ran out of money.
And it floated, and he was lucky that it was high.
Yeah, exactly. If it was less high, it might have been.
We'd be using new baseball.
That's right. Outfield is fairly deep for Mason Wynn. They know he's got some power. It is Meckler in left, Trout in center, and Lowe in right. They play him to pull on the infield. Wind blowing out just a little bit here at Angel Stadium. The pitch to Mason is fouled off to the right, and that is going to be not caught, but it's going to be stopped by a gentleman who
may need some attention.
Takes the pain of that, and the ball bounces right into the lap of somebody else. He did the hard work. I think they just gave him the ball. They did. That was nice.
Should, yeah. He has a ball and a bruise to go with it.
Maybe give him some ice, too. The 3-2 pitch to Mason Wynn is taken high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks for the Cardinals here in the 5th inning, and they have the line moving as Detmers is helping him with that. And that's going to earn him the claw.
Here comes. This is the first time Mike Maddox has had to come out and talk to anybody. So what Ricky means is when Mike Maddox, a pitching coach for the Angels, when he comes out to talk to a pitcher, he comes out and he puts his right hand right on his shoulder, right on his collarbone. Now he has both the catcher and pitcher. He's talking to both of them. And
it's a double claw.
He had a double claw. Well, I guess out in California you can get away with that.
I've noticed that he's ambidextrous now because that was mostly a left-handed claw, but he's coming out of the third base dugout. Maybe he's left-handed.
He's been working on it, too.
Yeah,
you know
it could
how,
be.
Yeah, you know, in different ballparks.
Well, you know, you don't want to put the claw on the pitcher's arm either,
no,
right?
you don't want to mess him up.
You want it on their glove side.
Yes.
So he's with a left-handed pitcher, it made more sense for him to not reach across and claw him kind of across his body. So I feel like that's just shows the versatility of Mike Maddox.
Well, spring training comes with a lot of purposes.
It does. Work on
I'm
bunt
sure
plays.
That's something he worked on.
Yes.
You don't want to hurt anybody.
Well, I know one thing they were talking about is he going to bunt or not? And I think the answer that they came to is
yes.
Is, because they've got their first baseman, Shonowell. He's in on the right side and looking to charge on the left side as well as Grissom. First pitch to Fermin is low and in, ball one, and he was showing bunt.
Here's the thing with Fermin, he's such a good contact hitter. He may pull back and swing away.
Well, there's a lot of open space once guys start moving on the infield, and certainly was space on the left side of the infield. They're charging again, the 1-0 pitch. He is swinging, and he fouls it back. You have our signs or something?
Well, I just think he's a good contact hitter. Shonowell, he's kind of charging like we used to watch Anthony Rizzo with the Cubs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally in Fermin's kitchen.
Well, he might bunt now. Backing up at third is their third baseman, Grissom. Now he comes in. It's a 1-1 count. He is swinging away, and he takes low 2-1. Well, that's the other thing you got going here. If you bunt, you're giving up an out, and Detmers is having control issues out of nowhere, too.
He was cruising, but this inning he walked his first two batters. And his pitch count is starting to climb just a bit.
2 runners aboard. The pitch to Fermin. That's a strike on the outside corner. And I think he wishes he would have taken a shot at that.
He was looking for something else.
He was. Guessing wrong. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've got a couple of listeners that you know very well, as do I. Jay Randolph and Dan Farrell are listening.
Indeed.
2 of our favorite people.
I couldn't agree with you more.
My former partner for years. Of course, he was with Jack and Mike on the radio side for years, too. Jay was. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off to the right by Fermin. Dan Farrell, the vice president in charge of, well, basically everything.
Yes.
For years, Dan and I started in the Cardinal organization about the same time, and he did such a terrific job. So we appreciate their friendship, and they're still rooting for the Redbirds. I love it.
We appreciate them listening in.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Fermin is hit on the ground, and it's handled by the third baseman, who goes to the bag for 1 and on to first to complete a double play. That was a big league play by Grissom, the third baseman. He was able to beat Velasquez to the bag. The ball was hit sharply by Fermin and maybe 5 more inches to the left, and that's in the corner. But all it is a double play. That's a huge double play for Detmers, the pitcher. So 5 unassisted, 3 on the double play. Velasquez is erased, and Wynn now the runner at second base for Blaze Jordan. Curveball, and that misses outside. Curveball's not the same.
Is a contact guy, and when you think about how he ended the inning with a good play defensively, hopefully he can come back and put one in play and drive in Mason.
Next delivery to Jordan is swung on and missed. He
Good
pulled the string on that curveball.
Oh, man, 69 miles per hour.
Jordan has been one of the better Cardinals, really, since he's come up with runners in scoring position. And he's also hit well in interleague play. He had a base hit his first time up. A 1-1 count here. And the 1-1 delivery is popped foul off to the right, and it's going towards the Cardinals dugout. And they're not going to help out Shotwell.
They will elbow him.
They might.
You mentioned him with runners in scoring position. He's 7 for 17 with runners in scoring position with 2 out. Now he has his hands full now with a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
One and 2 is the count. As Mike mentioned, right center field is open for Blaze Jordan. As Detmers checks the runner, gives him a second look, and delivers home to Jordan and strikes him out on the curveball. And he got that curveball back. He'd been struggling with it, but he's able to come up with it and strike out Jordan. And that sends us to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're halfway through this game. And
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The hometown kid is heading home. For the All-Star break, that is. Tigers rookie shortstop Kevin McGonigal, a native of Media, Pennsylvania, has played his way into the Midsummer Classic in Philly. At 21 years old, McGonigal is the second youngest player in Tigers history to reach the All-Star game.
The 0-2 swinging line drive, grab for the leap by McGonigal at short, flying through the air to the glove side.
These boys are just playing baseball.
They're playing ball.
The first? That would be Mr. Tiger himself, Al Kaline, at 20 years and 205 days back in 1955. McGonigal has been everything and more for the Tigers. He was named AL Rookie of the Month back in April, and he hasn't slowed down since. McGonigal will be joined by fellow All-Star teammates Dylan Dingler, Riley Green, and Justin Verlander. For the kid that grew up going to games at Citizens Bank Park and idolizing players like Chase Utley and Cole Hamels, this is the best kind of homecoming.
Freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker. So after the first one freaks you out, you see the second, and you're like, oh, right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations covered. Subject to policy terms.
Hunter Dobbins will try to match everything that Reed Detmers has been doing to put zeros up on the board. He's done 5 of them. Now Dobbins is back out for the bottom of the 5th, and he delivers a strike to Zach Neto, a dangerous part of the lineup now. Neto doubled his last time up, struck out his first time. That's par for the course for him. He does a lot of both of those things. And he swings through a fastball up and in, and he is quickly 0-2. Neto has 19 homers and 20 doubles, and he's been a 20-20 double guy the last 2 years in terms of doubles and homers. Next pitch to him is fouled off to the right, so he really wants that next home run.
Just noticed our good buddy Polo Asensio reminded me after Mike Maddox came out with the double claw. He said, well, you know, this is the double claw state, California.
Oh, there you go.
I think I saw it on the license plate.
I didn't
earlier.
I didn't know that. There's a pitch outside. See, Polo is helping us. He helps me with my Spanish.
Yes.
Helping us with geography and state.
Understand state regulations.
All that
and just
stuff.
the history. I'm not sure where we'd be without him.
The 1-2 pitch is up and in. He almost walked into that. That almost hit Neto, who was attacking that pitch up and in, and it was a hard fastball riding up and in on the right-handed batter, and he just steps right up to that plate again. He is on the plate, front of the box, trying to take away that break of the sweeper. He gets one anyway, and he pops it up into shallow right field. In comes Jordan Walker. He calls off the center fielder Fermin to make the play, and that is out number 1. So Neto flies out, and Mike Trout comes to the plate. Trout has grounded out and been hit by a pitch. They set up in the middle of the plate, and it's off the plate. Ball 1 to Trout. 3 times Mike Trout has hit 40 home runs. That's how good he's been.
When he's right, he's really good.
Got a 1-1 count here. He wears number 27. He too is right up on the plate. Next pitch to him is a bit outside. No challenge on that, just off the plate. Again, no challenges. Well, Velasquez tried to challenge.
You're going to talk one up.
But he was a little bit.
He was about 10 seconds too late.
The 2-1 pitch is grounded up the middle, and that's a base hit as Weatherholt bumps into the umpire trying to get it. Not that that would have made a difference. It was in the center field already, and now the runners at first base with one out for Nolan Shonowell. He ran into Shane Livensbarger right behind. Well, they got to say hello to each other.
Yes. How are things with you? Where do you guys go after this? First thing everyone says.
You can really read lips from a long way away. There's a hard hit ball, and
wow.
Caught by Burley. He steps on the bag. That was going into the right field corner. Burley jumped up and caught it and was able to get to the bag before Trout. An inning-ending line out into a...
Gathers himself and he gets Benj on a nice play by Bryson Stott over there at second. Diving to his left. One pitch and another one pitch out.
Dead center field into the batter's eye for Francisco Alvarez. A solo home run gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt for Devin Williams. His 14th save this season and the 100th save of his major league career.
Beatty has left the yard. 5th home run of the year comes off Nola here in the 7th. It's 2-0 Mets. His 2nd blast of the night, and back-to-back homers make it 3-0 New York.
Strike 3 called. Phillies lose the challenge. Christian Scott has struck out 7 Phillies through 5 scoreless innings. And he and the Mets take a 1-0 lead into the 6th.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards. And that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing. And there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
To be there with Medicare coverage for your whole life ahead. Learn more at uhc.com.
This school year, I want my child to thrive, so I enrolled her at the Goddard School. Their amazing teachers truly care about building up my child's confidence, so she's ready to take on the world. And knowing she's learning in a warm and nurturing community gives me peace of mind.
Welcome to the Goddard family. Visit GoddardSchool.com to find a school near you and enroll now.
Scoreless game, top of the 6th inning. Jimmy Crooks to lead things off. Lefty versus lefty here. Detmers has been good, and he pumps in a strike on the outside corner.
We may get your wish because Jose Fermin is warming in the bullpen.
And that could be the case.
Detmers gets through this inning.
Next delivery is in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Well, Fermin just batted too. He just hit into that double play. So Fermin, the other Fermin, would have to stay in for a while, but that could happen. We shall see. Unless the Cardinals can get to Detmers here also, which would even be better. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Jimmy Crooks, who was a late entry into the Cardinals lineup today. Pedro Pajes originally in the lineup up until about 10 minutes before the game. And they were unclear about whether Pete would be feeling well enough, just have stomach issues, and he did not start the game. Fastball outside corner, and it's a called strike 3. Crooks thinks about tapping his helmet and does not.
No.
And a leadoff strikeout. From the first pitch of the season to the last pitch in October, Bet365 is now the official mobile sports betting partner of your St. Louis Cardinals. So the top of the order in J.J. Weatherholt. We know we owe you a station ID. We'll get to that here momentarily. Scoreless game, top of the 6th inning. Only one Cardinal hit in this game as the curveball floats like a butterfly and stings like a bumblebee. Strike 1.
I've heard that before. It's been a while.
It has. The champ, the greatest. The wind and the pitch. That's hit hard to center field. That's going to back up Trout. It's over his head, and it's over the wall. A big fly for J.J. Weatherholt. Straightaway center field. His 15th of the year. The Cardinals strike first here in the 6th inning. It's 1-0 Redbirds.
We've seen JJ with the opposite field power before, but that was to center field. It sounded good coming off the bat. And Mike Trout took a couple of steps, and the next thing he knew, he was watching it sail over the 396 mark.
And that's going to be the last pitch thrown by Detmers, as this is not their pitching coach. This is their manager, although are they going to chat or is he going to take him out? We'll find out.
It'd be tough to take a guy out after making one mistake.
Kurt Suzuki is their manager, and he is going to take him out. So this pitching change brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We'll be right back.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Jose Fermin, the Angels' Jose Fermin, pitched a scoreless inning in Game 1 of this series, has a 2.90 ERA, and he showed very well, 9.8 punch-outs per 9 innings, so he can rack up the strikeouts. First pitch to Herrera is a swing and a miss and a slider. So it's Herrera, then Walker. So we've got to get the line moving if we're going to get Jose Fermin versus Jose Fermin. Still could happen. I'm rooting for it. One strike pitch is on its way and outside. And Fermin could be a bridge guy, too. He could be a couple inning guy. And I think Detmers at 85 pitches was, I guess, on the edge. And with the right-handed batters coming up, Kurt Suzuki did not want to take a chance. So he brings in Fermin. He's got a hot bullpen right now. They don't have great numbers this year, but lately they've been good.
Yeah, with left-hander warming up now. Cardinal bullpen is quiet.
Fermin working from the stretch, facing Herrera, who's 0 for 2. The pitch to him is a slider. That's low. I think they like the slider of Fermin versus Herrera, who's been struggling with breaking balls. And, of course, Herrera much better against left-handed pitching, and Walker can do some damage against lefties, too.
Mitch Ferris is back up warming for the Angels.
And that pitch is a strike on the inside corner, 3-2. But by bringing him now, that means you've got a righty facing Burleson.
Maybe they're saving him. You know, when people see J.J. Weatherholt for the first time, they ask me what kind of player is he? I said he has sneaky power.
He does. Next pitch is popped up into center field. Pretty well hit, but that's going to be handled by Trout. Moves in a couple of steps. And that is out number 1, actually out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Let's pause right here for Station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Jordan Walker bats, 2 out, nobody on. First pitch is outside. If you're planning a trip to St. Louis from, let's say, Springfield, which is, of course, where, well, close to where Reed Detmer lives and where he grew up, don't forget to go to ExploreSt.Louis.com, find out all the cool things going on in St. Louis. The 1-0 pitch is a called strike. Walker didn't like that one, wasn't sure about that, was maybe not the area he was looking for, so 1-1 the count. He's got a 12-game hitting streak on the line and a 23-game on-base streak on the line. The 1-1 pitch to him is grounded towards short. That's handled by Neto. He comes up firing and just barely gets Walker, who is hustling all the way. And the Cardinals are done, but they pick up a run. The J.J. Weatherholt solo shot to center field. We're off to the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 St. Louis.
This is former Cardinals shortstop and postseason.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. Who will win? It's the play at the plate. It's the Pirate Parrot. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you gotta stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car, and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
On your budget. And with everything ready to take away from our stores with Click and Collect, it's easier than ever.
That's convenient.
Exactly. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however at IKEA.us. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
Swing and a foul back over our head. Strike one off the bat of Vaughn Grissom, former Atlanta Brave, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. He has struck out twice in this game, facing Hunter Dobbins for a 3rd time. 1-0 Cardinals. Next pitch, fouled straight back again. He looked to be on that one. But it's 0-2 on Grissom. He'll be followed by Joe Adell and Wade Meckler, who has 2 of the 6 Angels hits in this game. The Cardinals only have 2 hits, but they have the one that matters the most. J.J. Weatherholt, a home run in the top of the inning. Sweeper is grounded foul. That home run, by the way, the 15th home run for J.J., is the most by a left-handed batter who's a rookie for the Cardinals since Big City. Matt Adams had 17 home runs as a rookie in 2013.
Now the Cardinals have gas in them up, warming, starting to throw a little bit.
0-2 pitch, a sweeper's fouled back. It's about that time. Yeah. 72 pitches after 5 innings for Dobbins, so maybe you can see him getting through this inning, perhaps.
It would be huge if you can get him through this inning.
No doubt. So much easier to handle 9 outs than 9+ outs for a manager. No matter who he is. The 0-2 pitch coming up. That's in the dirt. Blocked by Crooks. Dobbins working on 5 punch outs. He hasn't walked a batter yet. Has a 1-2 count on Grissom. Has the sign from Crooks. The wind, the pitch, that's grounded towards third. Handled by Blaze Jordan. He makes the transfer from glove to hand and throws him out. That was very smoothly done by Jordan. That's the kind of play you could rush because it was a high chop to third, and you can almost feel him maybe wanting to get over anxious on that, but he didn't.
Very calm, let the ball come to him, didn't rush things, and made a good solid throw. And Grissom runs well down the line, too.
He does. Joe Adell can't wait to hit. Grissom's not back to the dugout yet, and Adell is ready to go. So is Dobbins. Strike one. Sunday, August 9th, 10,000 kids ages 12 and younger will take home their very own Build-A-Bear Fredbird plush, presented by Build-A-Bear Workshop. As Dobbins delivers, a sweeper low. Learn more at cardinals.com/promotions. And you are a fan of that, aren't you?
Yes, I have two customers, Maya and Ellie, who will love the last plush they had.
The 1-1 delivery to Adell is swung on and missed. He took a little off of that sweeper. That was a change sweeper. Took a little bit off speed-wise, and Adell was way out front. He asked for time. Adell has struck out twice today, but he was 2 for 4 yesterday with a homer, and 2 for 3 the day before with a homer. 1-0 Cardinals. Bottom of the 6th. Dobbins delivers a sweeper, and it's fouled back. That was not in the best location. May have gotten away with that.
About this Angel bunch, they are some free swingers.
Yep,
you look
they
at
are.
Adell, you look at Neto.
They strike out more than any team in the American League.
I can understand why.
And that one was almost added to it as the pitch was just a bit high to Adell, a fastball.
And to your earlier point, we have yet to have a challenge.
2-2 pitch coming up. Outfield is deep. They shade him the other way. The 2-2 pitch is hit high in the air to left field, but it's in the ballpark. Coming in a few steps is Velasquez, and he makes that catch with a lot of white showing.
I wouldn't call it a snow cone. It hit him in the heel of the glove.
You know what? It's like he caught it with a glove that was made in 1920. You know those flat gloves? It's like he caught it, and it's like it's just sticking right there.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't hiding anywhere.
No,
there's no pocket.
That was it.
It's just a flat.
Yeah, you couldn't close it up or anything. It just landed there.
I don't care. He caught it. That's the best news. So Meckler bats. He is 2 for 2 in this game, and that's outside. You know, those old gloves, they used to be around for infield teachers. I know Perry Hill, who was a longtime infield instructor with Miami, other teams. Jose Oquendo always raved about him. There's a hard hit ball to second. It's handled by Weatherhold on one hop. He throws them out. But they would have guys practice with those, because if you could field with
They're
those.
like oven mitts.
But if you could field with those, you can really field with a real glove. So that's another good inning.
First pitch. Swinging a line drive, shallow center. On comes Young. He goes into a slide. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Second base umpire points to the first base umpire, Blakeney, says he caught it on a sliding grab. What a catch by Young. Just making sure he got it, he did. Phillies don't have a challenge, and Jacob Young saves a couple of runs with that sliding shoestring catch.
And no question, right into his glove, no short hop. Great play, huge play.
So, after all that, the bases left loaded, a 1-1 game.
Baker gathers it in, and the AL in a shutout. The American League has now claimed 11 of the last 13 All-Star games.
Vargas sends one deep to left, and a no doubt about it, Vargas second deck bomb.
His father was an absolute stud in Cuba, and now he just homered in the All-Star game.
Paez grounds one towards the middle. Backhand stab by Clement. Heaves a throw and gets him. Wow. Ernie Clement, who's known more for his bat, shows off the glove right here, John.
What a play.
And the American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star game in 13 years.
Tough night for the National League hitters.
That's the 15th strikeout. 2-run single, Cody Bellinger. And the American League gets to Sanchez here in the first.
Cody Bellinger, the Ted Williams MVP. There you go, Cody. Congrats. Enjoy it.
Top of the 7th we go. 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Waits for Laterra's first pitch, and he can throw hard. First pitch, he swings and fouls it off to the left of our broadcast spot. Cardinals, courtesy of a J.J. Weatherholt solo home run in the 6th inning. They're on top. We only have 2 hits on the afternoon for St. Louis and 6 for the Angels. As Burleson, lefty on lefty, has been better. Another pitch swings and fouls it straight back off the screen. At Chili Plastering, they bring you vision to life. From smooth interior plastering to stunning pool finishes. Each project is handled with precision, expert craftsmanship, commitment to detail. Trust Chili Plastering, serving St. Louis for over 75 years. As Laterra Jr. comes to the plate and Burleson goes down on strikes, pulled the string on him on that pitch with a slider, and he goes down on strikes to start things off here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Nelson Velasquez. Velasquez grounded out to third. Drew a walk and was stranded. So this is his 3rd time in the order for the right-handed hitter. Balanced stance in the batter's box. They play him to pull on the infield, swing and a miss, and he was thinking about going downtown or at least trying to hit the highway.
You know, I think I'll be okay and I'll get over it, but I'm a little disappointed we're not going to get that Fermin thing.
Well,
going to the lefty, I just think that's bad news.
If that's the worst you have going today, as Velasquez swings and misses,
I hope
again,
that is.
That's the worst you have. I'll give you a hug.
All right, that's good.
I'll give you a hug. Don't worry about it.
I'll make it.
It's you and me. I have.
Thanks for you got my back. I appreciate that.
I'd like to have a few more runs on the board. What a nice job Hunter Dobbins has done so far. As Laterra Jr. pitching from the stretch comes to the plate, and Velasquez goes down on strikes, swinging 2 strikeouts in the inning so far. That'll bring up Mason Wynn. Mason Wynn was a strikeout victim his second inning. He also drew a walk. So let's see what the Cardinals shortstop can do with 2 out. Runs have been hard to come by for the Cardinals here recently. Mason stands in, taps home plate. He's ready to go, as is Laterra Jr. First pitch on the way. It's high for a ball.
Cardinals' timing has just been off offensively. You know, Velasquez.
Previous pitch is a ball. The catcher has challenged.
Well, we have our first challenge.
We do.
Survey says it's a strike.
Pitch is a strike. St. Louis retains 2 challenges.
I mean, barely a strike. The top corner of the strike zone. So it's a strike to Mason Wynn. Laterra Jr. comes to the plate. Breaking ball. Just missed high.
The ball that Velasquez, we've seen him turn on fastballs. We've seen him hit well and have good moments, but that fastball was 96 right down the middle. I'm not saying taking anything away from the swing and miss, but you know, that's a pitch he can normally hit, but he was so late on it. They're just struggling, I think, timing-wise.
Pitch was high for a ball to Mason. 2 balls and a strike. As Laterra Jr. making his appearance this afternoon. This is his 16th appearance. There's a called strike.
Mason doesn't like that. So here we go.
Previous pitch is a strike, and now the batter has challenged.
And now the batter has challenged. You are correct, sir. Let's see who got it right. Mason was right.
Pitch is the ball.
Cardinals retain their challenge.
St. Louis retains 2 challenges.
So Dan Bellino had not been challenged at all. Now twice in the bottom of the 6th inning.
So 3 balls, 1 strike to Mason Wynn. Here's the next pitch. It's on the way, and it's a strike. Mason thought about pulling the trigger, but just couldn't do it. So we have a full count with 2 out.
And
Jose Fermin is on deck.
And he thought about I think he was thinking about challenging that too, and he would have won. That ball was high.
Next pitch on the way, and Mason pops this one foul. It's to the right of our booth upstairs, and a fan just happened to be walking by and picked it up. No one was within 50 feet of him. He's going to throw it up to the kids section. There's a group of kids here. That's a neat thing to do. He threw it up to a group of kids who are here with a.
Don't hurt anybody.
Yeah. He threw it softly.
Nice.
Nice
Very
guy.
nice. He just made a friend. It's the thumbs up from all of his buddies. It's great. By the way, a number just jumped into my head, 25,187. I don't know what that means.
Well, it's not the Powerball, so.
No, must be the attendance guess.
Another pitch to Mason. He lines one in the center field for a base hit. That one snuck over the head of the second baseman. So Mason Wynn with a 2-out single gives the Cardinals some hope, as Jose Fermin unfortunately won't be facing Jose Fermin. He'll face Samuel Leterra Jr. So that's the third Cardinal hit of the afternoon.
And that jammed up Mason Wynn. He was shaking his hand running down to first base. And that line drive had a funny flight to it.
Did.
You know, it's like when you throw a Frisbee, it goes and then it kind of stops and then it floats and then it just drops. You ever do that? You've thrown Frisbees.
I have, but not in a while.
Not in a while.
No. I don't get to that many picnics anymore.
Yeah, I guess not. But it had the flight of a Frisbee.
Now that you mention it.
They just kind of float up there and then just land.
You know, they have like Frisbee leagues now.
Yeah, they do. The Frisbee golf.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. As Jose Fermin sees the first pitch.
Oh, here we go, another one.
Outside for a ball. Now they want to challenge this.
The catcher is challenging the call of ball.
You know, we were doing just fine before you brought this up.
I know. What happened?
Survey says he missed.
Call is confirmed. Los Angeles has one challenge remaining.
So Jose Fermin with a good eye.
I'm waiting for an umpire one day to just say, I was right, they were wrong. Just that.
It'll happen. Or he might say, told you, as Fermin swings and pops one up. It's in foul territory. The third baseman, that's Vaughn Grissom. He's there, but it's about 4 rows back, out of play. Jose Fermin waits till the very last second to pull the trigger on most pitches. Change his batting stance a little bit. Where his hands are really close to his body now, as he waits on another pitch from Leterra Jr. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he went through a pretty good 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Mason Wynn doesn't steal a lot of bases. He's stolen 8 in 10 attempts. He has a nice lead. Now he moves back toward first. First baseman doesn't have his foot planted on the bag. He's off the bag. He's almost impeding Wynn's ability to get back to the bag. As Leterra Jr. comes to the plate, and Fermin jammed once again. He fouls this one out of play over the dugout, past the dugout of the Angels. So Fermin is not going down without a fight. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 out. 7th inning, Cardinals lead 1-0. Leterra Jr. comes to the plate again. Another foul to the right of our position. I think Chip and Swing Dog are safe on that one.
I think they are.
They can come up. It's okay. So Jose Fermin is giving Samuel Leterra Jr. a workout here. Let's see what he can do on this next pitch that's on the way. Now throw over to first, and Wynn gets back in hand first safely.
That's 2 disengagements.
So let's see if the Cardinals think about doing some running here with Fermin at the plate. He's a contact guy. He waits. Wynn has a good lead. Leterra Jr. comes to the plate inside for a ball. That's a pitch that they've been trying to throw at Fermin. He's been jammed a couple times and made contact, but he didn't take the bait that time. As he waits, the 21st pitch about to be thrown, and Fermin turns on a pitch, but it's going to be a little short. It's in left field. It's at the track, and a left fielder, that's Meckler, he makes the catch for the final out. Well, the Cardinals threaten, but they don't score. They strand a runner. The 7th inning stretch is presented by Spectrum, built for the big moments. Here for.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch. This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are Thai cubs.
These are Thai cubs.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
At home, visit Amarin.com/safety.
Every team needs a closer, someone you trust when the game's on the line. At Morgan & Morgan, we've got a deep bullpen and winning streak, because when a case gets tough, you want someone ready to close. Injured? Dial # Law or visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
Cardinals now have some changes in their lineup. Luis Gastelum is now the pitcher. Nathan Church is now in center field. And Lars Nootbaar is now, check that. Jose Fermin now moves to left field, so Velasquez is out of the game. Called strike to Oswald Peraza to start things off here in the 7th inning. Cardinals on top 1-0. 7th inning stretch is presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV all from one place. There's another pitch that's high for a ball. So Gastelum is now on. This is his 6th appearance of the season. He's pitched 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. Next one on the way, and it's high, just a little bit high.
Changeup is his pitch. That's what that was there. And, you know, he hasn't quite gotten settled yet as a big leaguer. I think that's coming. I think he's going to be a really good piece in the bullpen for the Cardinals, but he's kind of learning on the fly here.
There's a called strike.
The velocity is good enough, 95, 96.
Yeah. I think once he has the ability to place his fastball, his changeup is going to work for a lot of reasons. And I think this being in this fire, being in this situation at this time of the season, I think is certainly going to help him, as the next pitch is just a little bit low. Cardinals go with a little bit better defense with Nathan Church in center field. And Jose Fermin has moved to left. Another pitch from Gastelum, swing and a miss, and down on strikes. He goes on one knee. That'd be at Peraza, and that's how we start things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
We're going to see swings exactly like that, where you have a guy falling down because the changeup it's got a little Devin Williams action to it. It's like we used to call him a Bugs Bunny change, where there was a cartoon where the ball would literally stop halfway there, and that's what it looks like when he has that. It's called a stop change. Also, it's another phrase we used to use.
Josh Lowe fouls off the first pitch he sees.
But it's maximum in terms of throwing off hitters' timing when he's got it right.
Well, let's hope he has it right this afternoon, as the Cardinals are holding on to a 1-0 lead. Gastelum has his location. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him that time. Well, no, I'm sorry about that, folks. He gave him the gas. It was just the swing that threw me off. So now with a 2-strike count to Josh Lowe. Lowe on the day, 1 for 2. He waits for the next pitch. It's on the way. In the dirt. So it's a ball and 2 strikes.
What you have to get used to watching a Gastelum pitch is that when you get to a strikeout count, just figure he's going to throw a changeup 9 times out of 10. Because that is his swing and miss pitch.
Well, let's see what he does here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check swing fouled off the screen near the Angels dugout. I know in some schedules they say there's no baseball tomorrow, but you're wrong. Cardinals are in action tomorrow. 3:20 is your pregame. Ricky Horton and John Rooney, the voice of the Cardinals, will have everything for you at 4:15 on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Next pitch is outside for a ball.
And you may have a schedule that says that there are no happy hours scheduled tomorrow, and you'd be wrong about that.
You'd be wrong about that because there will be a happy hour. It will be at the ballpark. Hot dogs, beer, you name it, $5. Come on down, let's hang out. Another pitch has popped up, and this goes foul out of play as well. In the first row in the upper deck, young lady is able to retrieve it. Seen a lot of foul balls. This is, for a ballpark that has a lot of foul territory, we've seen a lot of balls go in the seats. Now, I was going to ask you played at Dodger Stadium before the renovations, right?
Huge foul territory. Easy to pitch there.
Another pitch, and there's a line drive, and that's going to land in the right center field for a base hit. As Josh Lowe just casually took a swing at it, didn't overswing. And now the Angels have a runner on base, and while we get them squared away, we'll tell you it's time for a station identification on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Tyler Henneman stands in. He bats from the left side. The switch hitting catcher waits on the first pitch. Runner going. Now they have him hung up, but he gets back to first base. The runner, Gastelum, had not really paid much attention to him, and they saw the tell on him, and they thought about trying to steal. And then Lowe got about a quarter of the way, put the brakes on, and was able to get back to first base. As Crooks, with a big arm, threw down to second, he would have been a dead duck, or Angel in this case.
That's right.
So it's a ball. Another pitch is grounded to Weatherholt. Over the second for 1. Can they turn 2? Yes, they do.
They do have ducks in Anaheim, though, don't they?
They do, right across the street at the Honda Center.
That's right.
As Gastelum gets out of a mini jam, the Cardinals retire the Angels. We go to the 8th inning. Ricky Horton has that, and much.
Left center, Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. Looked like it was going to be a really good play for Jurickson Profar.
He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Got it there.
Yes, indeed. And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the 5th, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed. Like, really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. The Cardinals enjoying a 1-0 lead thanks to J.J. Weatherholt. Step into legendary living at One Cardinal Way, luxury apartments overlooking Busch Stadium. Your 2026 game day experience starts at home. Begin your legacy at onecardinalway.com. Cardinals have only managed 3 hits in this game. The Weatherholt home run, a base hit by Mason Wynn last inning, 2-out single, and Blaze Jordan had a base hit the other way in the 3rd inning. And it is Jordan leading it off against the new pitcher. It's Mitch Ferris, a lefty. We saw him yesterday. First pitch is popped up left side, and the second baseman backpedaling. The center fielder comes in, and it's played by Peraza right behind the second base bag, and Trout really never got there. It should have been his ball, but out number 1 on 1 pitch, and that's how the top of the 8th starts in a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment.
A little bit of a high sky here this afternoon, and I don't think Trout really picked that ball up.
Plays a very deep center field now, more than he used to. He used to be able to play more shallow and cover more ground, but, you know, that's what age does to folks. Pitch outside, but still a very complete player. Crooks has flied out to left and struck out and done a good job behind the plate today. Working with Hunter Dobbins, a starter, and then Luis Gastelum pitches outside. And who will the Cardinals have next? That looks like Soriano.
It is Soriano.
Yeah, Soriano to have the bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch from Ferris is popped up. That's on the left side. Backing up is the 3rd baseman. He gives way to Neto. And Neto makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 pop-ups is how the 8th starts. Maryville University offers online certificate and degree programs for people balancing school, work, and family life. There are no application fees, no entrance exams. Learn more at maryville.edu. Feels like the Cardinals need another run or 2. The lead is very precarious, and it's been a rough road trip. Cardinals want to finish in a good way. J.J. Weatherholt has been the Cardinals' offense. He takes a strike. His homer was to straightaway center field, maybe 386 would be my guess, where it went over the wall. Probably hit it about 390, and he swings through a curveball, and that was as awkward a swing as you're ever going to see from J.J. Weatherholt. So he's in the hole 0-2.
His power from center to left field has really been impressive this season.
Sure has. Actually measured at 409 on that home run. Next pitch is back to the screen. I must have been measuring in the metric system or something. At 409 feet. And
or our eyesight isn't as good as it used to be.
It could be that too. 105 off the bat of Weatherholt on that homer. But he's 1-2 here, and he hits that fastball in the left field. And that's going to back up the left fielder just a little bit, but he makes the catch in front of the warning track. So Weatherholt flies out deeply to left. The Cardinals go 1-2-3 against the lefty. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 1-0 Cardinals.
The hit and run is on, and it's going to be an unassisted triple play.
How do you go from a triple play to a 2-way star through a bracelet and the babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where you go? And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. it all connects.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top of the order to face George Soriano in the bottom of the 8th inning. Soriano has been in 44 games for the Cardinals, 3.35 ERA. He has Neto, Trout, and Shonowell. And here we go, bottom of the 8th inning, 1-0 St. Louis. First pitch to Neto is popped up foul over our head, and that's going to get into the upper deck, I believe, and it's strike one. Well, it bounced back down again. The young man made a nice catch on one hop. And he's pumped. Cardinals need 6 more outs. There's some loud kids up in right center here. They're on the right side of the field, I should say. The next pitch is up and in, and they must love Zach Neto. That's my guess. Fan favorite, I'm sure. He has struck out, doubled, and flied out in this game. Soriano has the good slider and changeup. And the next delivery to Neto is popped foul, and it's up near those young people all wearing green shirts. I think they're obviously from the same school, representing the same program perhaps, but they're having a good time here at the ballpark. 25,187 our crowd here today. A 1-2 count on Neto. They play him to pull on the infield. He runs well, has good power. Next pitch is a called strike 3. Got him at the top of the zone with a slider. Neto strikes out for the 141st time, and he does that leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. Miller Furniture is a 4th-generation family-owned business with the St. Louis area's largest selection of American-made furniture, including a huge selection of exclusive Amish-made furniture available to order at all 4 locations. So it is Mike Trout at the plate, and that pitch is inside, almost clipped him. 1-0 the count. Backed him off the plate. He has been hit by a pitch in this game already and has singled and grounded out. 7 hits without a run for the Angels. The next pitch to Trout is a fastball catching the inside corner for Seamer at 96. Dobbins went 6, gave up 6 hits, no walks, struck out 5, and threw 86 pitches. Got his ERA down to 3.18. He was terrific. Trout, the 1-1 pitch, he takes it low. Luis Gastelum pitched the 7th inning, gave up a 1-out hit to Josh Lowe, but then was able to get a double play to end the inning, struck out a batter, and had a scoreless 7th. Now it's Soriano's turn. He's set, ready to go. The next pitch is popped up into center field. That is Church, who has entered the game. Went to college and high school nearby, makes the play for out number 2. Just like they taught him at El Toro High School and at UC Irvine. So 2 outs, nobody on. And the left-handed batting, Nolan Shonowell, who lined out to Burley. That could be a huge play in this game, thinking about that. If that ball is not caught by Burley, it's probably a run and a longer inning for sure in the 5th, but he turned it into a double play. Shonowell, a good hitter, takes a changeup for a strike. That one just floated up there from George Soriano. A strikeout, a fly out. George has been pretty good against left-handed batters this year, facing one here, and that changeup is low at 88 miles an hour. The changeup, if you have a good changeup, you're typically good against, and you're right-handed against left-handed batters because the ball goes away from them. Just don't want to make a bad one. The 1-1 pitch, here it comes. That is a good fastball, but it just missed the outside corner. A 4-seamer, and Soriano can't believe it. Where was that pitch? It was outside. Our home plate umpire, Dan Bellino, was correct. Trying to get that third out. The next pitch is grounded towards the first baseman, Burleson. He's got it. He flips to Soriano covering. And a 1-2-3 inning for Soriano sends us to the 9th inning. Cardinal pitching has been outstanding here this afternoon in Anaheim. The Cardinals would love to add on.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his 4th full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 D-backs win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark.
Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the 2nd fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
Win big for 85 years. Cash back with your free checking. Win. No service fees or minimum balance. Win. Bank anywhere, anytime with their app. Win. So yeah, with Community America, you can win. And so can I. Mason win. Community America Credit Union. Invested in St. Louis. Invested in you.
1-0 Cardinals, top of the 9th inning. Don't miss a moment this season with Cardinals.tv. Stream the entire season within the Cardinals territory for just $54.99. Watch games at home or on the go. Stay connected. Subject to national exclusivities. Visit Cardinals.tv for details. Well, the Cardinals have a good part of their order as it's Ivan Herrera leading things off here in the 9th inning, and they'll try to figure out Kirby Yates, who is a veteran right-hander. He's been a closer in his long big league career. And his first pitch is hammered down the left field line, but foul off the bat of Herrera. Yates was with the Dodgers last year, had 50 appearances for them the season prior, 33 saves for Texas. He's also pitched with Atlanta, Toronto, a 41 save season with the Padres back in 2019. 1 strike pitch is taken low. He's always been a good changeup guy, but he has not had a great season for them. He does have a few saves, so he's up over 100 in his career, 101 big league saves. So again, a very nice career for Kirby Yates. Throws a changeup there, and it's a swing and a miss on Herrera. Yates from Hawaii. He's 0-5 this year with a 3.74 ERA. Not a terrible ERA. Here's another pitch fouled straight back by Herrera. Again, a lot of the crowd here under the overhangs. The sun is hot today. Bright sunshine. Southern California. And it has been nothing but pitching today. The 1-2 pitch is a called strike 3, and Herrera challenges it. Let's see.
The batter is challenging the strike.
I thought it was a strike, but we'll see if Ivan is correct. Not a bad time to challenge.
Call is confirmed. St. Louis has 1 challenge remaining.
I'm sure frustrating for Ivan Herrera because he's normally good, really good, obviously, at knowing the strike zone as a catcher, but his challenges have been good as a hitter, too, and that one was clearly a strike. So out number 1 and Jordan Walker to bat. Cardinals could use an extra run. Riley O'Brien throwing in the Cardinals pen. The pitch to Walker is inside. Jordan with a chance again to extend his hitting streak in his final at-bat of a game. He did it yesterday with a single in the ninth, getting a chance to do the same thing in the ninth inning of the final game of this series. The 1-0 pitch to Jordan Walker is swung on and missed, and he was going for those rock formations out in left center field there. The wind is blowing in that direction, too. They've got a truck up there on that hill that might not be safe. The 1-1 pitch to the Cardinal right fielder Walker is popped foul off to the right and out of play. So he's in the hole, 1-2. A 12-game hitting streak for Walker, 23 games on base in a row. In jeopardy, has struck out and grounded out twice. He asked for time, and it's granted. Looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth inning in this 1-0 game, the Angels will send up Grissom, Adell, and Meckler. But at the plate now, it's Jordan Walker, top of the ninth inning, and he fouls it back. Pretty good cut. Alec Burleson to bat next. Yates has a bit of an unorthodox delivery. Takes some getting used to where the ball's coming out of. Next delivery is a swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. Calling it a splitter now. He's always had a changeup, and I'm guessing that's his grip now, and they're going with splitter, but regardless, it still works. As he strikes out Herrera, then Walker, and now we'll face Alec Burleson. So unless this game goes extras, Jordan Walker's hitting streak and on-base streak come to an end. And the Cardinals would be okay with that. That would mean a 0 in the bottom half of this inning. First pitch to Burley's taken low. Again, a splitter from Yates. Burley is 0 for 3 in this game. 3 hits yesterday. He takes a strike outside corner, 1-1. Had a couple of good at-bats against the lefty starter Detmers. Lined out to right, and he also hit a hard ground ball that was handled by the first baseman Shonowell. So he very close to getting 2 hits. There's a pitch just outside from Yates, 2-1. If the Cardinals could hang on, they would be 15-15 all-time against the Angels. Burley from the left side swings through a fastball up and in and loses his helmet. That was a Ruthian squat right there. Babe Ruth, of course, didn't wear a helmet, so if he did, I bet the helmet would have come off many times. Just wearing that small little cap with the NY on it for all those years. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch to Alec Burleson is inside. Ruth, by the way, just reading about it yesterday, once hit a 752-mile home run. Did that in Atlanta. Hit the ball over the right field wall into a train that was passing by that went for another 752 miles. Unofficial record. There's a pitch that goes back to the screen, and Burley earns a 2-out walk. That wasn't close. Overcooked that. So it's Nathan Church who gets an at-bat. This could be a good moment here. Church, a local guy, came in for defensive purposes he came in for Velasquez, but he moved Fermin from center field to left. They're going to talk about Church here. Heineman and Yates, 2 veteran guys. They are 74 years old between the 2 of them. That is some big league experience right there. They don't need anybody else on the mound. It's just those 2. Infielders are thinking, you know what? I think these guys got it covered. Mike Maddox doesn't even need to come out. That's a lot of years playing this game. It's a young man's game for sure. Easy game to play, but a hard game to play well. Well, they've had their decision, and they're ready to go. Church is ready to go. Burley at first base. The pitch to Church is swung on and missed. Took a good rip at a 92-mile-an-hour heater. He's got the power to leave the ballpark here. And how poetic would that be? Yates comes set about chest high, looks over his shoulder at Burley, delivers home, and there's a ground ball to the right side. That's handled by the second baseman Peraza. He throws out Church, and that sends us to the bottom of the ninth inning. We'll hope the Cardinals can hold them. They've got Riley O'Brien ready, and the Cardinals lead through 8.5, 1-0 here in LA.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you gotta say. Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you. Did
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Amazing creatures swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
It is Riley O'Brien out for the bottom of the ninth inning. O'Brien, who had the rough ninth inning in game one of this series, is back out again with a 1-0 lead. He's facing Vaughn Grissom, and his first pitch is a fastball, strike one, on the outside corner at 95. Good get-me-over fastball there by Riley, who has good movement on all of his pitches. Sometimes that movement works against him. He can't find the zone, but he found it there. A one-strike pitch, here it comes. That's a fastball outside, as Crooks tried to frame that. Grissom is struck out twice and grounded out. Grissom, Adele, and Meckler in the bottom of the ninth inning. O'Brien trying to close it out for Hunter Dobbins and others. The 1-1 pitch is popped foul, 1-2. That makes its way into the upper deck as well. Cardinals just 1-4 on this road trip. Would like to finish strong here and have their opportunity in the bottom of the ninth. The 1-2 pitch, a sweeper, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Really pulled the string on that. 3 strikeouts for Grissom and a good start for Riley O'Brien, and probably a good confidence builder for him as well, although that sweeper didn't sweep much. Kind of backed up, but he got away with it. Joe Adele has homered in each game of this series. The first pitch to Adele is a fastball up and in, ball one. Been very confident at the plate in this series, though he struck out twice and flied out in this game. He leads the team with 57 RBIs. Outfield is deep for Adele. The 1-0 pitch, a sweeper, that almost hit him. 2-0. And, of course, Adele was hit by a sweeper, a walk-off hit by pitch on a sweeper in game one. He's got a 2-0 count here. Right up on the plate, the 2-0 pitch from O'Brien is outside, 3-0. Almost as if against these guys that are up on the plate, O'Brien's not sure of the strike zone quite the same way. He's just missing away. Trying to figure out how to land that sweeper too, but he's got a 3-0 count. And here comes the 3-0 pitch, and that's right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Don't want to walk here for sure. Wade Meckler on deck is having a good day. He has 2 hits. A 3-1 count on Adell. And here comes the pitch. It's grounded foul over towards the Angels dugout. And we've got a full count. That was a nasty sinker in on the fists of Adell. Fans told to get loud here at Angels Stadium. Our home plate umpire asked for new baseballs. Wind is blowing out towards left. The only run so far, the J.J. Weatherholt home run in the 6th. Will it stand up? Payoff pitch coming up from O'Brien to Adell. Here it comes. Swing and a foul ball down the right field line. Well, it might be foul. It's twisting foul, and it thankfully does at the last moment. Gets over the screen, almost as if the wind was keeping that from cutting towards the stands. It actually had almost home run distance to it, but it's nothing but a strike. And the count remains 3-2. Adell with his hands held high, up on the plate. The 3-2 pitch from Riley O'Brien. A sweeper is grounded foul. Like the fact that Riley went back to that pitch again. Been tension throughout this game. It's just 1-0. One swing of the bat, things can change. The 3-2 pitch to Adell is outside, ball 4. He walked him. The tying run is now at first base for Wade Meckler. Let's pause right here for station ID. You and your friends are listening to the St. Louis Cardinals radio network powered by Gray Bar. And we are going to have a pinch runner for Joey Adell. It's Jose Siri. And Siri pinch ran in game 1. Starting to be a little bit too familiar here. He ran for Soler and scored the winning run. So Siri is at first base, and it's Meckler at the plate. Batting from the left side. And the first pitch is a called strike. Good fastball at 96 from Riley. Siri acted like he wanted to run there. I don't think he would, but we'll find out. Only has 1 stolen base. He does have good speed. He has a huge lead, and O'Brien has a great move, too. And there he goes. The pitch is inside and goes back to the screen. As Crooks missed it, it went back to the screen, and that's going to be a pass ball, perhaps. Maybe a wild pitch, but a runner in scoring position either way for Meckler. I think that's just a pass ball. We'll see. So Siri did take off. He's at second base. Meckler, who has 2 hits in this game, is at the plate. And a 1-1 count on him. The pitch to Meckler is outside, 2-1. So the Angels keeping the pressure on Riley O'Brien. It's actually a stolen base. It's not either a pass ball or a wild pitch because he was taken off. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Got it by him. So a stolen base by Siri. That is the right call. And a gutsy call by Kurt Suzuki, who's got the tying run in scoring position now for Meckler. And then Peraza to bat next. 1-0 Cardinals, bottom of the 9th inning. Trying to save game number 26 is Riley O'Brien, the All-Star. He's set. The pitch is taken high, just high. 3-2 the count on Meckler. And the plot just thickened. Payoff pitch coming up. Tying run at second base. Here it comes. The 3-2 is taken low. Ball 4. 2 walks in the bottom of the 9th inning. And now the tying run is at second base. The winning run is at first base. And it's Oswald Peraza at the plate, who has singled, flied out, and struck out. Riley is living on the edge here this afternoon, as he did on Monday. 25 saves for Riley. He has blown 5 of them. So 25 out of 30. The Cardinals need him to come up big here. Peraza at the plate. Double play would be awesome. Can it happen? First pitch to Peraza is a swing and a miss, and he was very aggressive there. Peraza has grounded into 6 double plays. Jordan, Wynn, Weatherholt, Burleson on the infield. The 1-strike pitch is a little ground ball to the right side. He was jammed badly as he got tied up on a pitch and may have broken his bat. In fact, he did. That broken bat means another tree gets planted by Focal Point and Cardinals care. And the last time a batter came and got a new bat after breaking a bat, it was bad news for the Cardinals. Let's hope this bat doesn't work as well as that one did. Oh, 0-2 the count. The inside move and back safely to second base is Siri. Siri at second. Meckler at first. They both walked. Actually, Siri pinch running for the man that walked, Joe Adell. It's Peraza at the plate with an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. Couldn't get him to chase that sweeper. On deck is Josh Lowe, who has 2 hits here this afternoon. The Angels have 7 hits. The Cardinals only 3. Set at the belt and the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. O'Brien comes up big with the sweeper and strikes out Peraza. Second strikeout of the inning. And the Angels are down to their last out. And it's Josh Lowe at the plate. Well, as Mike Shannon always said, old Abner has done it again. Created a big moment in a baseball game. And here it is, Lowe at the plate. First pitch, sweeper, swing and a miss. 0-1. Good arm in center. Very good arm in center. Really good arm in right in Jordan Walker. 2 on, 2 out. The next pitch is high for a ball, 1-1. Angels have action in their bullpen in case we play extras. Riley trying to close it out. Has a 1-1 count on Lowe. The 1-1 delivery is hit foul off to the left, out of play, and the Angels are down to their last strike. It's 1-2. Crowd on their feet. One and two the count. Lowe at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swing and a miss. He struck him out. Riley O'Brien strikes out the side in the ninth inning. Comes up big for the Cardinals. What a game for St. Louis on the pitching side as they pitch a shutout here in Anaheim and win this one 1-0. The tying run was at second base in the bottom of the ninth inning, but O'Brien comes up with save number 26, and the Cardinals will indeed have a happy flight back to St. Louis. I'll talk more about it when we come back.